Ethan Burke, defensive end at the University of Texas, and this is Lawyers and Longhorns. I grew up in San Diego, moved to Austin in high school, went to Westlake. Somehow ended up playing football here. It's really a dream, being from the area. Everyone always had made so much noise about the Longhorns, and now to be a part of it and see why everyone talks about it and why everyone loves it is just awesome to see.
You almost went to Michigan, right?
I did. I was one day away from going to Michigan, so they called me the day before signing day, and I ended up flipping to here. And thank God it happened because I'm really happy. My family's close. All my friends are here, and it's been a great experience.
How's the flip happen? We're happy you're here too.
Yeah, I want to hear.
Yeah, but how'd the flip happen?
Because I was like, how's Michigan get a Westlake boy?
I don't know. I was going to play lacrosse too, so that was part of the deal. But the flip, I'm in English class. It's December 14th. I think sign day is the 15th, and then Coach Milwee, the quarterback coach, called me, and I was going up to do a presentation. I told the teacher, hold up, I got to wait a sec. I'm going to go take this. Got the offer, and for me, it was really a no-brainer.
Was it like Texas is a school and they just hadn't offered yet, or?
They just hadn't offered. Like, I'd been talking to them a little bit, but nothing too crazy. And when it came, it was just a really easy decision for me to be close to my family. And after talking to Sark and seeing PK's scheme, for me, it was no question at all.
Did you always know you're going to be edge here, or could it have been any other position?
No, that was what I signed up to be, and it's worked out pretty well so far that way, yeah.
I was thinking you might be thinking tight end.
Everyone asks me, they're like, what position you play, tight end? I'm like, no, I'm defensive end. Like, what? Yeah. They're a little surprised, but.
When did you get to Texas? When I say Texas, I'm talking about Westlake.
Mm-hmm.
And did you play football in California? Or was it all new when you got here?
It was pretty much new when I got here. I played 1 year in California, and coming here, I was on JV my sophomore year. Learned a lot. Colton Vossick's dad was our coach.
I forgot that.
Yeah, so that was really helpful. We're really close, me and him, and he helped me a lot along the way. And then slowly just realized I was pretty good, and the opportunity started to come more like my senior year because I was hurt most of the junior year, didn't get much talking, so I was like a late bloomer, I guess you could say. But there's so much like pride and tradition there that it makes it so exciting, enjoyable, and the community really like feeds into it.
How many people do you have at a Westlake football game on a Friday night? 20,000 people? Is
I
that
think
crazy?
10. I don't think 10's too crazy for a good game. We had some packed games my senior year against some top teams for sure. And then obviously everyone wants to go to the
Lake Travis?
Yeah, Lake Travis was awesome. We blew them out. But then the state championship, everyone travels, and we usually win, so it's a huge party afterwards, and it's a great time. I came down to look at the campus with my buddy Connor Robertson. He's a center for our team, and he showed me around, but I hadn't even seen the weight room until I got here. Yeah,
that's
summer
crazy.
of my freshman year, I've never seen anything.
There's like a ton of Austin guys on the team, huh?
Right now, yeah, we have a good amount. Probably more Dallas, I would say, but I know we have 6 Westlake guys. We used to have more back my freshman, sophomore year, but it's awesome to see and be around those guys, just going to high school with them and still being able to be with them.
Is it crazy that y'all like played football together for
some of these guys have played for 10 years, 12 years together now, Yeah. So it really is crazy that we all ended up here and everyone's having a great time on the field and everyone's going to be successful.
How does it work as an edge? Are y'all training also with the interior defensive line guys or with the linebackers? Your room is like stacked.
Yeah, we have a really talented room this year. And also the interior, I think we got 5 guys in the portal just to build some depth in that room, right? So we work more with the interior D linemen on occasion. Sometimes Coach Clark, our new edge coach, he puts together some crazy circuits for our practices, and those are, the D tackles don't like them, but for us, they're outstanding. I think it's great work, and working with those guys, just making sure we're all tight and kind of like on the same page is a huge piece of our success.
If you're an offense and you've got you on the edge or Colin, how do you account for all the guys that can get after the passer?
This year especially, we have so many people that everyone's going to stay fresh, I think, through the rotation. It's such a talented group. There's linebackers that can rush or blitz off the ball. I'm super excited to get after these quarterbacks in the SEC.
Who's the toughest guy for you to go up against in practice?
Yeah, for me, definitely used to be, I'd say, like Cam Williams or Calvin, obviously, but they're both gone. Wish them the best of luck, no doubt. But I think right now probably Trevor Gooseby, you know, he's had a really great offseason, and just to see him develop, you know, he came in probably like 280, I would assume. He's huge now, super long arms. He's a difficult go. And then another young guy who I think is going to be really talented is Nick Brooks.
Yeah.
Huge, dude. He's 6'9", I would assume. He has so much potential, especially translating to the NFL. He's going to be a great player, and I can't wait to come back and watch him dominate.
Is it harder to go against faster tackles or bigger tackles?
I guess I would say I'd rather just a smaller tackle, just so I can get into their chest and use power on them, because I'd prefer to use power more. You know, as they set back, get into their chest, push them into the quarterback is what I would prefer. But with the bigger tackles, if you get off on the ball correctly, time the snap count, and they're kind of, as the game goes on, they get more tired, right? So
particularly September in Austin, Texas, as opposed to
these home games. Yeah, we got to take advantage of that, because we train in it, you know? There's not many people training in this. Just the environment. I like playing outside, playing in grass, just feels natural, you know, like a real gladiator type environment. I also love getting booed. You know, there's something about it. I love my fans and all that, but getting booed really gets me going.
It seems like the team plays really well on the road.
Yeah.
It seems like maybe y'all get that mentality of
totally
going to boo us and let's go.
Embrace the hate.
Yeah, embrace the hate. We've had so many, what do you want to say, slogans, I guess, over the years. Road Warriors, John Wick mentality, embrace the hate. We've had a ton of these different like analogies, right?
So advantage offense this year or advantage defense?
For our team?
Yeah.
I'm not going to say either one. We're just going to feed off each other, right? And special teams. Our special teams is probably the best in the country.
All right, I want to ask you about that.
Yeah.
There's this Arizona State game I saw last year where you might have blocked the kick or something. Maybe a difference maker.
Maybe.
Talk about that.
Well,
that was the craziest game I've ever.
I don't know
what it was like.
I mean, you had a blast. I had a heart attack.
Yeah. I know. I remember. You could feel it in the fans too. Like as it got down to that overtime, right? Like everyone got kind of tense or whatever the last few minutes of the game. We're getting worried because we're not the underdogs. They're the underdogs in that game, and we were expected to win. And it really came down to the last second, and credit to them. They're a really good, well-coached team, and it was such a great game. But on that field goal, I think I was working with Alfred Collins. That's my guy. He's huge. He helped me out. We work that all the time, just getting our shoulders together and blasting right through the lineman. I think we blocked 2 or 3 last year.
Yeah.
Hopefully it carries on to this year. I want to block a few more. It's such a great feeling, especially at the end of the half like that. That's an awesome feeling just to do for your team.
Who's the NFL player that you kind of think your game is most like?
Okay, who I would say it's most like is Trey Hendrickson. On the Bengals, I would say most like. I try to watch him just because I think I'm more similar to him. Who I like the most is Max Crosby by far, you know, just his mentality and his work ethic and how smart he is. He's just entertaining to me, right? Like, why do so many people come to the games? To be entertained. And Max Crosby is a true entertainer and gladiator.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Tell us about the new edge coach.
Yeah, Coach Clark. He's a cool guy. He's from Louisiana. And he's been working our asses, I'll tell you that, you know. Laid back guy, we go to dinner with him, hang out, but just him from a technicality standpoint has been so helpful with our hand fighting and our mindset and like how to set tackles up, you know. So I'm really excited to get into the season and like dive into the game plan with him and like what's this tackle doing and how can we defeat him. And I think he's going to give us so much value with how deep we are, and just everyone's going to be able to capitalize on his knowledge.
All right. So 2 best game experiences that you've ever had, and then give me the 2 games that you're most excited about this year.
I would say Alabama, my sophomore year. It really like set a new standard for us, right?
Right.
Is that the game here?
Yeah, no, there.
Or, the one there.
The one there, yep.
Crazy.
No doubt.
Game.
No, it was the craziest game ever. But like we hadn't done something like that in so long. So for us to go there and win by double digits in an environment like that, and I think at that point we knew we were going to the SEC, right? So it really proved that we can compete at that level. Mm-hmm. And it was the start to a great year, and I think we've carried on that momentum. And then secondly, probably just Big 12 championship. You know, last year in the Big 12, we beat the brakes out of Oklahoma State.
Yeah.
And then celebrated afterwards. It was awesome. In Dallas, you know, in the Cowboys Stadium, there's no better feeling. Who am I looking forward to? A&M, no doubt. I think here, it's been, how many years has it been since we played here against them? 13,
14 years.
At least.
Yeah, at least.
It was
Like 2011
years,
or
yeah.
something,
So
right?
Case McCoy was the last person that played them.
This will be 15 years since they've been here,
Yeah.
I think.
Poor Aggies. So how does it feel when people do this?
It doesn't affect me. I think if anything, I would embrace it and use it as a fuel, especially at these away games, because every game we go to, they're doing it. I feel like we're so in people's heads. Like, it's, what is OU sign? It's that, I can't do it, but,
Don't do it, you'll get in trouble.
yeah, I'll get in trouble.
Yeah.
But that's their sign. What is, I don't know. A&M probably has a sign.
That's where it came from.
Really? Yeah, we went there. That was a really fun game too, but they're all doing it, like come up with your own sign instead of just changing ours,
You talk trash out there?
Yeah, I do. A good bit. Especially like, I feel like later in the game, like when my adrenaline's really going, I get a bit crazy.
Yeah.
So I
You
don't
talking
know.
to the offensive lineman, the quarterback, or just anybody that's in your vicinity?
I just start yelling stuff, dude. You gotta, if you're on the field, you can see it.
What's your go-to?
Oh, dude. I don't think I can say it on here. Honestly. Some about them being soft, but like
Yeah, I got
Some
it.
other adjectives in there.
maybe a few more. I'm not gonna say them right now, but if you guys are on the field next year, maybe you can
We'll try to.
you can experience
I'll get
it.
close.
Yeah.
I think I get pretty entertaining.
Yeah.
Who do you dislike more? Ohio State, OU, or A&M? Or Arkansas?
Ohio State I do respect. OU I dislike, but A&M I have a bunch of friends from high school who go there. They're like, you're gonna get worked tomorrow. Like they texted me last year. I got tons of texts from A&M kids like talking about how I'm gonna get worked and how we're gonna lose. And it's not like that with the other schools. So that really pisses me off. I'm like, bro, I thought you were my friend, dude. I would say A&M, and they're just kind of annoying over there.
They're like annoying little brothers.
Exactly, or like the ugly stepbrother. That's kind of how it is.
Ugly stepbrother. I like that.
Yeah, that's how I see it. So
You're right, because I like my little brother.
yeah, you pat your little brother on the back maybe, but the ugly stepbrother you don't want anything to do with, right?
Who's the strongest guy on the team this year?
Strongest guy on the team, the O-line. I'd say someone on the O-line. I know Nato's really strong. My boy Connor Robertson's quite strong too. Those freshman interior guys are strong, and then Hero Acuna's very strong too. I would say maybe Hero. He's definitely up there. We've been pushing some weight in the weight room this year. It's been a really good summer.
Yeah, Coach Becton is pretty intense, huh?
Yeah, you think?
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, you should have seen us yesterday, and tomorrow is going to be something.
What do y'all got tomorrow?
We got practice in the morning, and they put us through a gauntlet. We call it the gauntlet of hell because you're dead by the end of it. But it's super beneficial. We get a lot of work in. And then the second part, we got Longhorn shuttles, which is 5, 10, 15. And they'll switch it up on us. He could go 10, 15, 5, like right hand, left hand. You switch it up just so you have to like pay attention while you're fatigued pretty much. But those are hard. Like I think last week we ran 15. We got a good amount right. And then we'll probably build up anywhere to like 20, 25. After we already like warmed up and did an entire workout before.
So you're gassed at the end of those.
Oh, yeah.
If somebody screws up, do you have to start over?
Yeah, so if you screw up, it doesn't count as perfect. We're trying to get as many as we can perfect.
Ooh.
And then we wake up Friday morning and do 4 quarters, which is each quarter is like a different run, and they're brutal runs. Yeah, so Thursday and Friday are tough days.
It's all indoors though, right? In some heat?
Yeah.
That's how you keep. That's how you keep the boys going to bed early on Thursday nights. Is you punish them on Friday, right?
Yeah, I'm in bed by 8:30. We finish at like 6:30. I'm trying to get in bed as soon as possible.
So
Just lay down.
Are you faster than Ty Boatwright or no?
I would say so. Nah. Maybe 10 yards. Give me like 10. That's my specialty. 10 and like change the direction. I'm good. He might have me on like the 40-yard, but I don't know. It might be close.
What's your favorite football movie?
Football movie? Ooh. The Game Plan. Have you heard of that one?
Uh-uh.
So it's got The Rock, and he had a daughter with some lady, and the daughter shows up out of nowhere. And I used to just watch it in my mom's minivan all the time. So it's I'd say that's one of my top. And then Friday Night Lights, the show,
Great
my
show.
favorite. I've been trying to watch it right now, but it's not on anywhere. They won't even pay like $3 an episode. There's like 100 episodes. Yeah. It's a little much.
Yeah.
You know?
Get
Got
a
it.
better NIL deal with something.
Totally.
After a long NFL career, what do you want to do?
After a long NFL career, that's something I've been trying to like look into currently. I really am into like the stock market, and like I think cryptocurrency is has a huge future. So some with finances maybe, and then potentially I love lacrosse. So just coach and be able to give back to my community and like help the youth and just guide younger kids in the right direction,
Cool.
Yeah. Thanks,
friends.
guys.
Thanks for coming
Yeah,
down.
appreciate it.
Thanks. Good luck.